Yeah, hi. I just want to make this video just to call attention to something pretty simple and not always obvious, but knowing what's appropriate or knowing how to place yourself or how you relate um, to others in the world. It's not always a matter of these outer characteristics like a language or culture or learning or anything like that, or even work category, but it's basically just the motivation. Um, then if the uh, if the society is motivated uh, through selfish intent, if it's competitive, then you won't fit in anywhere. No matter what you do, um, you won't fit in to any of these categories. But if the community is has a positive motivation like compassion or something like that, then you will be able to relate um, to others um, in a way that there's a mutual understanding. Um, Otherwise, people will not understand you. For example, if you're a compassionate person in a competitive society, then people will not understand you. Um, they'll just think that you're another competitive person, and whatever actions that you perform will be interpreted as being another act of competition or another act of trying to get some kind of worldly success or some kind of worldly condition, and they won't be able to see uh, a the right motivation. They won't be able to interpret your actions properly because it's a basic obscuration in society that people are um, so accustomed to seeing a worldly motivation that it becomes very difficult for them to see anything else, um, like that someone might exhibit compassion or something else. Then it would be very difficult for them to see that or understand that. And this is like a basic psychological thing that if you just keep seeing the same thing, for example, if you just keep seeing people who are competing with each other or people who are doing each other harm, then this is what you expect from everyone. And you won't be able to recognize someone with a compassionate intention or with a good intention, uh, just because that is your condition. This is what you're accustomed to. and so anything else won't make sense to you. So what to do about it actually is that it just becomes it becomes like a social conditioning. Um, it becomes like a condition of a group that if the group, then it might be so ingrained into the psyche that it's not possible to recognize at the level of mind. Um, then many people can't recognize these kinds of things. Like they wouldn't be able to recognize a bodhisattva or someone like this who has a pure motivation or intention. They would just see like an ordinary person, um, because that's the condition of it. Um, it's very difficult to see past that, um, and for anyone actually. Um, this is why it takes some level of receptivity. But if the um, if the whole group is not receptive, um, or if there is just some kind of sort of mindset that is sort of deep-seated in the subconscious, then it won't be possible to recognize a bodhisattva or to do training in the Dharma, because the perception of a Dharma is not present. Then it will only be possible to engage in ordinary activities that appear just to be ordinary activities, which might demonstrate something like at a conventional level of moral ethic, like just some kind of very basic conventional level of moral ethic. Which, if this is understood like at a broader level, like for example, like something as simple as sharing, where would that happen? It seems to be something like that we understand since kindergarten. But where does it actually happen? Maybe it's not as prevalent because sometime after kindergarten, maybe we forget about it somehow. And then it just becomes something different. But it might be possible to do it if your actions are not misinterpreted. But if there's the possibility that they could be interpreted in the right way, then it might be possible. But there again, there is a sort of expectation that even people could be very clever about it, just thinking, well, it's an act of sharing, but they might just think there's something else behind it. Some kind of worldly motivation. And they would see something that isn't really there. So it's a matter of getting past these sort of ingrained cultural expectations, and sometimes that might mean just to take somebody completely out of the conventional environment and into a different situation where there is a different expectation that it is possible to share something, that is possible to for something like that to be possible. So if the expectation is already there, then people already have their expectations. They will see what they want to believe. Sometimes even if you tell them something different, it won't register that it's like that. So there can always be these sort of ingrained thoughts or ideas that should be removed or discarded in order to have some kind of fresh thought or fresh kind of disposition where these positive moral qualities can actually be received, or there can be a reception to these, and that they won't be interpreted. So there's something kind of essential about that, because even if there is something morally positive about something, if there's already an idea that it's something else behind it, then it's not possible to do anything except to just continue in what you're doing, or over time it might be possible for somebody to change their perceptions, but it's very unlikely because they this is kind of the way the mind is set up to expect something negative. So that's all for now.